Alright, so I warped into the Temple of Time, or not time, space, excuse me. And yeah, this is apparently triggered on its own. Looks like everything's going smoothly. Istara, what are you doing here? Dozy told me that you had arrived at Luwang Academy, so I came along with him. How's the search going? Have you found what you were looking for this time, Zitland? I have. Could you tell me what it was that landed in Luwang Academy this time? This is the place of painters, after all. And to tell the truth, I haven't the foggiest what it might be. Photos from my sister's camera. A camera? I've heard people talking about such devices before. Hee hee, you're falling behind. The painters have all heard about cameras from Zitland's sister. That's because people here focus on the visual arts. It's normal that she'd talk to them about it. The thing I discussed most with Hilda was philosophy. Philosophy? It's hard to imagine my sister talking about this with someone as knowledgeable as you. Oh, you flatter me. We weren't getting into any deep or complex debates. We were just chatting about how to look at the everyday things around us. For example, the most fundamental question of philosophy is whether one should or shouldn't end it all tomorrow. Huh? Allow me to explain. In a sense, our query into the world is a search for the very meaning of our existence within it. Whether we are the children seated upon the god's knees, or merely echoes in the winds of consistent time. All of that is too far removed. How can an ordinary person weigh themselves against the universe? For most, the world is no more than their own life. If we one day discover that everything is destined to return to nothingness in the far future, would our lives still hold no meaning? Or should our lives be a shoreless sea of suffering to begin with, when the world may, in truth, be but a collection of agonies? In either case, there is no difference between living and not. In the later, death might even be called a release. Paimon doesn't think that's right. Not that she knows how to argue against you, though. And what was my sister's response? Never mind that. I was the one arguing that even if life is inherently meaningless, we should choose to live it. Ah, it seems you haven't heard. Oh, excuse me. I saw my sister's tombstone back at the sanatorium. Thanks for trying to save her in the end. What's written on her epitaph? One life doesn't count. Is that what it says? I see. Zitland. I can hardly believe it myself, and I wish I could say something to take your pain away. Give me some time, though. You don't have to say anything. I thought I'd cry the moment I saw her tombstone, but as it turned out, I was unusually calm. It would have been better if I had cried. That's not what I meant. Anyway, you'll understand later. Okay, so it looks like everything's unlocked now. So this is the viewpoint I saw earlier. Of course.
Defensive mode engaged. Preparing for dust up.
Flash attack! Two on this! Hand it over! Smash and grab!
Be silent. The long sleep beckons. Goodness, how the world has changed.
Now I've
Might I
unlocked
ask,
everything in this
when
area
did
and
the
actually do
custom
all
of
this
placing
stuff.
treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
Okay. And then these were the 3 treasure chests that were here. Yeah, when I opened up the 3 treasure chests in this hallway in one of the earlier recordings, that was, they say mini puzzle, but it was basically part of the storyline. So I don't know why it's labeled as a mini puzzle. Okay. So next, let's go down this way. Time challenge. First, before I do the time challenge, there's supposed to be one of those little, yep, here it is. Because I think these also come up on the compass when you go to use it, so. That doesn't do anything. Doesn't deduct time or anything. Okay.
Goodness, how the world has changed.
Gotta go put this away.
Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
There's one of these. So mark that one. Oh, a kitty cat! I see a picture thing over here, so I'm gonna check it out. Let's see. Ah, okay.
Let us have a modicum of patience for the richness and complexity of humanity. The wanton cruelty of the few is not worth our ire.
Well, I'm way further on the map than I thought. I need to go back this way. Let's mark this one, the real quick one over here. Oop.
People ought not be so frightened of ghosts. They are merely talking shadows, chattering away endlessly about their past affairs.
What is supposed to be over here? Ah, that was one from the quest line. Okay. Which means this is also the thing from the quest line, because there was something to do over there. Okay. So now I can go over here. Oh, traveler. I'm here hunting for the perfect moment. If I could just catch the cranes gathering together and make a splendid scene for my 8 seasonal views of cranes among bamboo and stone. Alas, the cranes won't land, so the artist must learn patience. Okay.
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey. Please, I insist. Let us have a modicum of patience for the richness and complexity of humanity. The wanton cruelty of the few is not worth our ire.
There we go. Okay. Do I need to talk to you again? I didn't do anything with this one. Ugh, whatever. Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and do the one that I unlocked over here and then just call it a night for now. It's getting late for me. With a swift leap, the figure from the painting lands right in front of you. Greetings, I'm Zhang Shun Ji Jing. It's an honor to meet you in person, young hero. Young hero, may I ask why you've called out to me? Do you have urgent matters to discuss? Nothing like that. We just saw you hopping all over the place inside the painting and got a bit curious. Ah, I see. I was merely practicing my late foot techniques. That said, I'm afraid I've treated you to a rather poor display. Lightfoot techniques? Indeed. You see, since rain never falls in this realm, I'm unable to practice the rain cutter arts passed down by my master. Not wishing to let my skills wither from neglect, I resort to training in this manner instead. I often think of those bygone days when the great master Gyuha honed his agility upon these very stone piles, eventually recreating the pinnacle of his art. Reaching the pinnacle of his art. We juniors are of meager talent, yet we strive to imitate even a fraction of his brilliance, hoping for the slightest bit of progress. Young hero, since fate has brought us together today, and seeing as you are a fellow practitioner of martial mastery, may I ask you to enlighten me with your skill? Just as I'd hoped. Thou shalt witness my skill. Whoa, why are you speaking so weirdly all of a sudden? Anyway, what exactly are we supposed to do? My thanks. In that case, if I may have your attention... Talk to him. Have a look at this. Our Plum Watcher piles, the pride of Gyuha. May I ask you to step on the stone piles in the order I specify within the allotted time, thus demonstrating your prowess? No problem. It'll be a walk in the park. Though there sure are a lot of parks to walk across. Never mind. Well then, young hero, it's time to display your prowess. Your technique is truly extraordinary, young hero. Hee hee, you bet. Traveler's the real deal. In that case, I wonder if this young hero might demonstrate the true essence of leaping techniques for me. According to records, the ancient masters of my sect, the Gyuha clan, could scale city walls as if they were walking on flat land, or flat ground. Having truly mastered the art of roof running and wall scaling, they distilled these skills into the leaping techniques. Incredible. We might as well give it a shot. We've done plenty of climbing around looking for treasure anyway, haven't we, haven't you, traveler? I'll worry about that later.
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility
I
to
have
you on your
investigated
journey.
the stuff that was here.
Please, I insist.
So, yep, that's it for that. There is one thing not far from here that I will do, though. Which is a time challenge thing over here. Somewhere. There it is. Oh, it's a shooting one. Hi there. Oh, damn it. Using a controller for this sucks. Oh, there's a bomb. Okay, that's just weird. Oh, I see the other two on the other side now. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense.
Not to be
Let's mark
sniffed
this
at.
one as complete now. Mark.
People ought not be
Alright.
so frightened of ghosts.
Oops.
They are...
So that's going to be it for the Paradise quest line for now. And exploration here. And I'll see you guys later.